Good morning, y'all. Welcome back to Panama City. It is another glorious day in paradise. I got kind of a late start this morning. It's already 5:45. Should have been out here 45 minutes ago. But we're just now pulling up on our first spot for the morning. We're still on the hunt for red snapper. I caught 3 good keepers yesterday. 16 and a half, 18 and a half, and 23 and a half. Got to get those halves in. But 23 and a half I had to let go. I had already kept the 16 and a half and 18 and a half. But we're going to pull up on a spot over here and see if we can catch 2 more. And then go see what else we can catch. Water temperature right now, surface temperature is 80 and a half degrees, 80.5. So it's getting warm. I've not been offshore in a couple of weeks because of the storms and all that, but hopefully that's going to go away this week, where we can get back offshore, catch some red snapper early, and then go offshore and see what else we can catch. Triggerfish is still closed, unfortunately. But we're going to get up here and see what we can catch. Gag. Oh, that broke me off. Using fairly light line, you're going to get broke off every once in a while. It's just going to happen. I've gotten 100-pound line broken out here. So the size of the line is not as important as far as whether or not you're going to get broke off or not. I feel like I get more bites on lighter line, and it's a better fight. A little bit snapper. Not a keeper. To show you chumming works, he spit up one of the heads that I'd thrown his chum. And on this rod, I've just got a 6/0 hook tied on my 50-pound leader, no weight. I'm just letting it drift down there. I don't have any. We don't have much current right now, and the wind blowing, a little bit, but it didn't blow in my line. So I can fish like that. Another little grouper. A little bit smaller than the other one, but fish. Fighting like a big snapper. Yep. There's our first keeper today. We'll probably go 22, 23 inches. He's almost 23. So a real nice keeper. First one in the box. And sometimes you'll catch a crab. He was bound and determined not to give up that bait. Yeah. Pretty good fish. Yep. All right. And there's keeper number 2. He's a little bit shorter. He's still probably close to 20. So it took me just over an hour, actually an hour and 20 minutes, to catch my limit today. And the outlook today was poor, 18%. Pretty poor. But we can stop fishing for red snapper now. I think I'm gonna run up to Pier 98 and get some shrimp. And it's 7:20. I'm gonna go get some shrimp and go back out and sit on the pipeline, see if I can catch some mangroves or some lane snapper to go with these reds. That's him. He's got the hook swallowed, but I'm going to dig it out because he's going up through there. He's 19 inches. A real nice keeper. And talking about the outlook for today being 18%, that's poor. Just to kind of give you an idea of why I don't pay a whole lot of attention to that. Last Saturday, the outlook was 98%, which is about as good as you can get. And I caught a lot more snapper, but I didn't catch any keepers. This morning in less than an hour and a half, I've caught 2 good keepers. I've caught 1 short red snapper, 2 little little gag grouper, and got broke off twice. To me, that's a good morning. Wish I hadn't broke them off, but you know, it's because I fish with light line, it's going to happen. Anyway, I'm going to go to Pier 98 and get some shrimp, and so I see you when I get back on the water. All right, well, we're pulling back up here on the pipeline. I went and got some shrimp at Pier 98. All the shrimp are small. They hadn't got any big shrimp right now. What they say is that shrimp are spawning, so I don't know. They're shrimp. Right now what I'm doing is I'm easing along back and forth on the pipelines. There's 3 out here that I know of. And so I'm just easing along. I'll show you what the pipeline looks like because we're coming up on it right now. So that little hump right there is one of the pipelines, one of the pipes. And we're in 60 feet of water. That's all there is to it. That one doesn't have anything on it right now, no bait or anything like that that I can see. So we'll start working our way back shallow. And this is, I'm right off the shipping channel right there. So we just went over the edge of another one. And I'll just work my way back and forth until I find structure and bait or fish. And then I'll set up it wherever that is. Now yesterday, the 23 and a half that I caught right out there in that 60 plus feet of water. So he's still there. Well, maybe not right there, but and I really don't expect him to be in 60 feet of water right now. It's almost 8:30, but the sun isn't real bright and high yet. In a couple hours, I wouldn't be surprised to find him out there in that 60 plus feet of water. And we're in 65 feet of water here. Just want to cross a pipe, and there's no bait on it that I can see. And I'm not looking for big arches when I'm looking for fish. I'm just looking for small arches. If I can find structure and bait, the fish will come. Apparently there are red snapper here. He's a little small. I already got a limit, so I wouldn't keep him anyway. There's fish here. Oh, Ruby. That is a big old grouper. Well, he definitely wasn't going to come unpinned. And normally, grouper season would be open right now. But they made the decision that we're not going to open it until September. And he's 27 inches. He gets to go back after I take a picture of him. I do like to catch them. Now the rod that I caught that grouper on is a Daiwa FT series boat rod, 7-foot medium action. It's rated for like 15 to 30 pound monofilament. I've got 50-pound braid. The reel that's on it is a Penn 209 level line. Just a really simple setup. I call it my carrot stick because it's bright orange, but I've got two that are very similar. I think they're both Daiwas. The other one, I don't have it with me today. I've usually got my jigging spoon on it. But I like them to be able to for digging spoons, and then to be able to set back in the back because it's medium action and I'm fishing for bigger fish with it. That I don't worry about them being able to break the rod by taking it down. And if you saw when that grouper hit a minute ago, that rod was doubled over. Uh, but I do like those 7-foot medium action conventionals or level winds for that reason. I've also got a bigger rod that has 65-pound line, and this is a 309. It's also a level wind, and the rod is a Penn Mariner. It's 6.5 foot. I'd call it extra heavy. It's a stout thing, but it's rated for 20 to 50-pound monofilament, and I've got 65-pound braid, so it's stout too. But I don't have any big baits today. I was hoping to catch some big menhaden to be able to drop on that one, but I wasn't able to find any today. Hit it on the way down. What is that? What blue runner? They make pretty good bait for grouper and stuff. So I'm not going to keep him. If I had the current camera turned right. This is a white grunt, also known as a Key West grunt. They're real good to eat. He's a little small for me. I caught him a lot bigger out here. But they're real good fish to eat. They make a great taco. All right, I'm going to call it a day. It's really been a pretty good day. This morning, caught 2 keeper red snapper early. Caught a 27-inch gag grouper a little later on. Caught a couple of smaller gag grouper. Caught a handful of small red snapper. Caught a bunch of rubies. This afternoon has been tough. Water temperature's up to 83 degrees. I don't know that makes any difference. The sun's real high. We've got high blue skies. A few wispy clouds. But I'm going to go ahead and go to the house. I'll probably fish tomorrow. The 4 guys that fished with me Tuesday night are wanting to go again tomorrow. So I'll look at what the conditions are supposed to be tomorrow and decide whether we're going to go early or go later in the day. Probably early. But I appreciate you watching the video. Make sure you hit the like button. Subscribe and ring the bell if you want to get notified when I release new videos. You can subscribe anyway. It doesn't cost you anything, and it helps me. Makes YouTube think that I'm important or popular. I guess popular is a better word. But I appreciate it, and we'll see you tomorrow.